invited me to speak on this, and we're appealing really for solidarity with the striking Marikana mine workers. As many of you know, 34 mine workers were shot dead in South Africa while on strike at Marikana Platinum Mine last month, owned by Lomin mine bosses, a British company. The South African press called it a massacre reminiscent of the worst of the apartheid massacres. Many of the workers were shot in the back as they fled from the police. Now this has stunned really the whole of South Africa, who can't believe, the South African workers, who can't believe this could happen under an ANC government. 20 years after the supposed end of apartheid, a government that they have fought and died for. Now there have been many protests around the world, and the National Shop Stewards Network actually called to protests here in London, and there's still been protests in Nigeria and in Ireland against the brutality and against the killings. And outrageously, and really shamefully, the ANC government had jailed nearly 300 workers for murder and using the old apartheid laws of common purpose. But such was the outrage that the workers have now been released. But it's clear that the police under the Zuma government has been acting as a private security agency for the mining bosses. Lomin mine owners and the government are acting hand in hand, trying to drown the strike in blood. But the miners are standing firm. This is the 4th week of the strike, and thousands have been on protest demonstrations against the killing, and all they're striking is for a living wage of 12,500 rand, just about £900. You can see mine workers in South Africa are again at the forefront of the battle for better living conditions, as they were under the apartheid era. By the leadership of the strikers are a new left-wing union, the Association of Mine Workers Construction Union. They're a small union, have broken off from the NUM, which is the biggest mine workers union in South Africa, but it's calling for solidarity between both the unions. But the AMCU, the smaller union, really has acted as a lever for the strike for all the mine workers, and all the mine workers are in the strike together now. But unfortunately, the ANC government have moved to the right and is in bed really with Lomin. Zuma, goes to bed with lots of people in South Africa. But the British-based company are trying to make the workers pay for, the global economic crisis, because the platinum prices has crashed because of the recession. And so what I'm appealing to today is really that we need to continue our protest actions, following the best traditions of the anti-apartheid struggle, and many people have been involved in, and some people may not have been alive when the apartheid struggles were going on. But the South African workers, know that the world is watching what's happening, and the strikes are moving to other mining sectors. And I think the Marikana miners have inspired, all workers, and many other unions are now calling for a wage of 12,500 rand. That's going to be the wage claim for a lot of workers now. Now the Lomin bosses say they can't afford to pay the workers a living wage, and they may have to close the mines. But we're saying you have to nationalise the mines to give workers in South Africa, a good wage. So we're calling on people here to continue the protest actions, to write into the embassies, to continue the campaign for solidarity with the South African mine workers.